Hey there, this is Maria from English Without Fear. It's almost Easter, but because of the coronavirus, Easter is going to be very different this year. Today I'm thinking back to earlier Easters and memories I have, good memories. So sit back, listen, watch, and just try to understand as much as you can.
English Without Fear, where you can learn to speak English naturally through listening to stories.
Last Easter, one of our sons came with his family to celebrate with us. They were supposed to come this week, but because of the virus, they can't come. Wes, our son, is in the Army, and he can't leave his Army post and go very far because of the virus. What did we do last year? Well, on Saturday of Easter weekend, it was very cold, but Huntsville, our new city, had an Easter egg hunt downtown. One of the big churches in Huntsville, set it up and invited all the kids, anybody who wanted to come to this big park and gather Easter eggs. So Anne, my daughter-in-law, and I and the three children went down to the park, and they froze but found lots of plastic Easter eggs, and we came home. On Easter Sunday, they came to church with us, and that afternoon, we fixed a big meal and enjoyed it. 2 years ago, Mike and I went to Ohio. We went to visit friends, good friends, friends we have known for 32 years. That's a long time. Well, I will never forget Easter Sunday 2 years ago because Sue, our friend, when we woke up and she prepared Easter morning breakfast, she gave Mike and me Easter baskets filled with some eggs and all sorts of little presents. I burst into tears. I started crying. What does it mean to burst into tears, to burst into laughter? It means to suddenly start laughing or start crying. I burst into tears. Why? Was I sad? Not at all. I was so filled with joy and happiness that the joy came out of my eyes as tears. Sue and Larry are wonderful. That day, we went to church with them, and Mike, my husband, loves to sing, so he had brought along the music that Larry told him they would be singing on Easter Sunday, and Mike got to sing with the choir, selections from Handel's Messiah. Do you know that work, Handel's Messiah? There's some good no, I'm not a music person, but there are some good sections for Easter. Then we came home to their house, and Sue, who's a good cook, had picked out a lovely menu, a lovely set of recipes, and she cooked a great dinner. Thinking back to when our boys were little, I remember dressing them up in little suits for Easter Sunday and collecting flowers, fresh flowers from our spring yard. And all the children would bring the flowers, little posies of flowers, to church with them and go up to a big cross in the front of the church inside, and people would help them put the flowers and decorate the cross. What else do I remember? I remember as a little girl, one time an Easter egg hunt in the churchyard. I must have been 8 or 9 years old. But I don't remember Easter dinners as a child. And in our family, I never cooked a big Easter afternoon meal. We just ate a regular dinner. Well, what about you? What will you be doing this Easter? You know, it's different, but if you're a believer, if you're a Christian, then what we celebrate at Easter, that hasn't changed. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, came to earth, lived the perfect life that we can't, died with our sins all on him, and then 3 days later, he rose from the grave and was seen by lots and lots of people alive for 40 days after that, before he ascended into heaven. That's what Easter is all about. And friend, if you're a Christian, you can still celebrate Easter, the main point of Easter. It's not the Easter egg hunts. It's not the Easter dinners. It's not dressing up, being with family. All that is wonderful, but it's Jesus Christ, dead, crucified, risen for us. But even if you aren't a believer, even if you aren't a Christian, I bet you have some Easter memories. At least in parts of this world, Easter is a cultural holiday. So leave me a comment below this video. Tell me one memory that you have from before, or tell me how you are going to celebrate Easter this year, 2020, in the midst of this coronavirus. God bless you. Thank you for watching and listening. And remember, if you want the written words, the transcript for today's episode, just go to my website, www.englishwithoutfear.com, and you can find all you need. Well, that's it for this episode. I'm Maria from English Without Fear. Talk to you next time.
Thanks for watching. For questions or comments, here's my email